Have you noticed yourself walking a little more cautiously lately, holding onto furniture, avoiding uneven ground, or pausing just before stepping off a curb? You're not alone. Balance doesn't suddenly disappear after a fall. Most of the time, it fades quietly. In subtle moments we brush off until one day we start doubting every step. But here's something many people don't realize. Balance isn't just about age. It often declines because of everyday habits that seem harmless, but quietly weaken your stability. In fact, 5 common mistakes, most of them avoidable, are responsible for the majority of balance issues in older adults. The good news, once you understand these mistakes, you can take steps to correct them. In this video, we'll walk through each one clearly, simply, and with practical tips you can apply today, whether you're in your 60s, 70s, 80s, or even older. Making just a few of these small changes can rebuild your confidence and help you move with more freedom and ease. And before we dive in, if you believe in taking small steps toward better health, please take one now, like this video, so I know this message matters. If you haven't already, subscribe and tap the bell so you won't miss future videos. And let's keep it simple. If you're finding this helpful already, comment the number 1 below. If not, comment 0. Your feedback helps us make every video better for you. Now, let's begin. Mistake 1. Neglecting ankle and foot strength. When most people think about balance, they picture the brain, the inner ear, or maybe the core muscles. And yes, those are all important. But the true foundation of balance actually begins much lower at your feet and ankles. These small joints and muscles are the first responders every time you walk on uneven ground, miss a step, or shift your weight unexpectedly. They make tiny adjustments to help you stay upright, absorb shock, and send vital signals to your brain about where your body is in space. As we age, though, many of us lose strength and mobility in this critical area, not because of age itself, but because of neglect. Years of wearing ultra-cushioned shoes, walking only on flat indoor surfaces, and avoiding barefoot movement cause the muscles in our feet and ankles to weaken. Add to that the habit of sitting more and moving less, and it's no surprise that many older adults develop stiff ankles and sleepy feet, unable to react when they're needed most. That quiet weakening can lead to hesitation in your steps, difficulty recovering from small stumbles, and ultimately, a much higher risk of falling. The good news, you can reverse this pattern. No fancy equipment is needed. Just simple, intentional movement. Start by testing your current ankle strength. Stand barefoot and slowly rise onto your tiptoes. Do you feel steady or shaky? Try standing on one foot for 10 seconds. Do your ankles feel active and responsive, or wobbly and unsure? These are signs worth noticing. To rebuild strength and awaken dormant muscles, begin with these small steps. Walk barefoot on safe, textured surfaces like grass or a padded mat to activate sensory feedback. Use a tennis ball under your foot to gently roll and release tension. Practice calf stretches and slow foot circles daily. Do controlled heel-to-toe walks across a room to re-engage your balance system. Each of these simple movements encourages your feet and ankles to work again, not passively rely on shoes, floors, or furniture to do the job for them. And here's the amazing part. Strengthening your base doesn't just improve balance. It can enhance your posture, make your steps smoother, and improve your reaction time when something unexpected happens, like a slippery floor or a misjudged step. When your feet are strong, your entire body feels more secure. Ignoring ankle and foot strength might seem like a small oversight, but it's often the first crack in the foundation of physical confidence. Think of it as the first domino in a chain reaction. Strengthen your base, and the rest of you has a better chance of staying steady and resilient. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, I'd love to know you're here. Comment the number 1 below so I know you're with me and learning. And if you haven't already, remember to like this video and subscribe for more lessons to help you move with confidence and live fully at every age. Now, let's keep going. Your next step towards stronger balance might be just one simple habit away. Mistake 2. Avoiding balance training altogether. One of the most overlooked mistakes that silently weakens balance in older adults is avoiding balance training altogether. It may seem harmless. After all, most people think of balance as something natural, like breathing, something you either have or you don't. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Balance is a skill. It's shaped by how well your muscles, joints, vision, inner ear, and nervous system work together. And just like any skill, if you don't practice it, you begin to lose it. As we grow older, we naturally become more cautious. We walk slower, avoid stairs, and steer clear of uneven surfaces. These behaviors may feel safe in the moment, but over time, they reduce the body's ability to respond to changes in movement or footing. The less we challenge our balance, the more disconnected and unsure our body becomes. Take Maria, for example. She's 71 and active, but she began skipping her evening walks during winter because she was afraid of slipping. Months later, even on dry ground, she noticed herself hesitating. When she tried to reach for a shelf or pivot quickly, she felt unsteady. The fear that once made her slow down had now become the very reason she was losing confidence in her steps. The good news is, balance can be rebuilt safely and gradually. And it doesn't require intense workouts or special equipment. It starts with small, daily actions that invite your body to engage again. Try standing on one foot while brushing your teeth. Practice slow heel-to-toe walking down a hallway. Take a few minutes to gently sway from side to side with your arms out. Simple movements like these awaken your coordination and reteach your body how to adapt. These exercises do more than strengthen muscles. They retrain your brain to respond quickly and confidently. With consistency, you'll not only improve stability, but also regain trust in your body. Avoiding balance practice may feel like a way to protect yourself, but over time, it can steal your independence. By facing small challenges each day, you take powerful steps toward moving freely, safely, and with greater ease. Mistake 3. Wearing improper or unstable footwear at home. It may come as a surprise, but one of the most common and dangerous mistakes older adults make at home has to do with something as simple as footwear. Not what you wear to the store or on a walk, but what you wear around the house. And even more risky than wearing the wrong shoes indoors is not wearing any at all. At first, it might seem harmless. Walking in socks or slippers, or even barefoot, feels comfortable and convenient. But that sense of ease hides a much deeper problem: the loss of support, grip, and protection that your feet desperately need, especially as you age. Improper footwear is one of the leading causes of preventable falls inside the home. And those falls can lead to serious consequences like broken bones, hospital stays, and a loss of independence that may be difficult to recover from. Your feet are the foundation of your balance. They act as shock absorbers, stabilizers, and sensory messengers, sending vital information to your brain about where your body is in space. Each time you shift your weight or move across uneven flooring, your feet help your body adjust instantly. But when you're wearing footwear that slides off, offers no arch support, or has worn out soles, you're stripping away that first line of defense. Worse still, walking barefoot or in socks on tile, hardwood, or laminate flooring can turn your home into a hidden skating rink. Let me tell you about Harold. He's 78 and lives alone in a small apartment. For years, he wore soft, loose house slippers around the house until one morning, walking to the kitchen, he slipped on the edge of a rug. He didn't fall completely, but he twisted his knee badly trying to catch himself. Later, he admitted, "I never thought something so small could do that much damage. It felt like my feet weren't there when I needed them." Harold's story is far from unique. Many seniors underestimate how critical the right footwear is, especially indoors. They focus on comfort but forget that comfort without stability is a recipe for disaster. Thin-soled shoes don't absorb impact, which can strain your knees and hips. Slippers without backstraps or grip can slide off mid-step. Even shoes with too much cushion or raised heels can cause instability by dulling your ability to sense the ground beneath you, a function called proprioception. So, What makes a shoe ideal for fall prevention, particularly inside the home? First, look for shoes with firm arch support. This keeps your foot properly aligned and reduces fatigue. Second, the sole should be flat, flexible, and not overly thick, so you can maintain contact with the ground and respond quickly to changes in surface or direction. Third, choose shoes with non-slip treads, especially if you have smooth floors. Avoid completely smooth soles or heavily worn ones. If you prefer something softer indoors, opt for house shoes with secure fastenings, no backless styles. Some grip socks with silicone soles can be helpful, but only if they fit snugly and don't slide. Take a moment right now to check the footwear you use at home. Do they hug your feet securely? Are the soles worn flat or still textured? Can you walk quickly and confidently in them, or do you feel hesitant or wobbly? If you answered no to any of those, it might be time to upgrade your indoor footwear. It's one of the simplest, most affordable changes you can make to reduce your fall risk dramatically and protect your confidence and independence at the same time. This isn't about fashion, and it's not just about comfort, it's about safety, support, and staying upright. When your shoes do their job, your body can do its job, keeping you mobile, balanced, and free to move as you please. If you're still watching this and learning something useful, I'd love to know you're here. Please comment the number 2 below so I know you're still with me. And if you haven't yet, click the like button to support this message and subscribe to the channel for more practical tips like this one. Remember, balance begins from the ground up, and sometimes the first step towards staying on your feet is as simple as what you put on them. Mistake 4. Over-reliance on furniture or walls to walk. One of the most subtle yet damaging habits that quietly erodes balance over time is something many older adults do without even thinking about it, using furniture, walls, or countertops for support while walking through their homes. At first, it feels harmless. Resting a hand on the back of a chair, sliding fingertips along the wall while walking down a hallway, leaning gently on a kitchen counter while making your way from one room to another. These actions feel safe, they feel smart, but over time, they can actually cause the body's natural balance systems to weaken. Here's the truth. Every time you reach for a wall instead of using your core muscles, or lean on a table instead of trusting your legs, you're sending a message to your brain and body. I don't believe you can keep me stable. The more you do this, the more your body begins to believe it too. With repetition, the muscles responsible for balance, especially in your ankles, thighs, hips, and abdomen, stop firing the way they should. They get weaker, slower, less responsive. At the same time, your brain's connection to the systems that help you sense where your body is in space, like the vestibular system in your inner ear and your proprioception network, becomes dull and unreliable. Let me share a story with you. Margaret is 76. After tripping over a rug a few years ago, she started holding onto furniture whenever she moved through her living room. What began as a temporary adjustment turned into a routine. Before long, she realized she couldn't move from the couch to the bathroom without sliding her hand along every surface. She thought she was being cautious, but in reality, she was slowly losing the very strength and reflexes that could protect her from falling in the first place. Fortunately, Margaret made a change. With the help of a physical therapist, she began practicing short periods of walking unaided in safe spaces. First, just a few steps, then a hallway. Eventually, she could move confidently around her home without touching anything. I didn't realize how much I was avoiding until I stopped, she said. Now, I walk like I mean it. If you're unsure whether this applies to you, here's a quick test. Walk across a room in your home without touching anything. How do you feel? Do you move confidently, or do you feel nervous? Off balance? Tempted to reach out? If that sounds familiar, it's not a failure, it's a sign your body needs some encouragement to re-engage its balance system. The solution is simple, gradual, and within reach. Start by standing upright, without support, for 30 seconds. Do it near a sturdy surface in case you need to steady yourself. Focus on keeping your head up and shoulders relaxed. Once that feels comfortable, Take a few deliberate steps forward. Try walking heel to toe, slowly and mindfully. Each time you repeat the process, you're training your brain and muscles to work together again, to stabilize, to correct, to trust. This process isn't just physical, it's psychological too. As your body grows stronger, your confidence grows with it. The fear of falling begins to fade, not because you're lucky, but because you've rebuilt the strength and awareness to stay upright. That doesn't mean you should throw away assistive devices you truly need. Canes, walkers, and grab bars serve an important purpose for many people. But if you're depending on furniture out of habit, not necessity, it may be time to challenge that habit. With consistent practice, most older adults can regain a surprising amount of strength, coordination, and independence. It starts with one decision: to stop letting your environment balance your body for you and start letting your body do what it was built to do. If you're still watching and this message resonates with you, please comment the number 3 below so I know you're still with me. It means the world to know this is helping someone, and if you haven't subscribed yet, now is a great time to do it. More practical, encouraging tips are coming your way because your movement matters, your balance matters, and your confidence matters. Mistake 5. Overlooking vision and inner ear health. Many older adults focus on strengthening their muscles or improving posture when trying to prevent falls. But one of the most overlooked reasons people lose balance as they age has nothing to do with leg strength. It lies in two powerful systems that work silently behind the scenes: your eyes and your inner ears. Balance is not just about standing upright. It's the result of a delicate, real-time conversation between your eyes, your vestibular system, the balance center in your inner ear, your muscles, and your brain. When even one part of that system sends confusing or weak signals, the entire network suffers. As we age, our eyes begin to change. The pupils shrink, reacting slower to light. The lenses become cloudy and yellowed. Peripheral vision narrows, and contrast sensitivity declines. These changes might seem minor at first, but they affect how well we detect steps, uneven surface, or obstacles in low light. If your eyes can't clearly tell your brain where you are in space, every movement becomes riskier. At the same time, the vestibular system in your inner ear, the part responsible for sensing motion and maintaining equilibrium, also starts to deteriorate. Tiny structures inside your ear that detect head movements and body position begin to wear down. When that happens, your brain gets less accurate information about where your head is in relation to gravity. That's why many older adults feel dizzy when turning, looking up quickly, or walking in dim environments. Let me tell you about Patricia, a retired librarian in her early 80s. She had always been active and loved gardening, but over time, she started stumbling when walking across her patio or stepping into the garage. "It's like the ground shifted under me," she once said. Her doctor initially blamed it on age, but something didn't sit right with her. She eventually saw a specialist who discovered 3 issues. She needed new glasses with better depth correction, had mild hearing loss that affected her vestibular system, and had a common but undiagnosed condition called BPPV, which affects inner ear balance. With a few key changes, new eyewear, simple balance retraining exercises, and vestibular therapy, her confidence returned. "I thought I had to accept this," Patricia said, "but I realized I just needed the right help." Here's what you can do. Get regular eye exams, especially ones that test depth perception, contrast, sensitivity, and peripheral vision, not just a basic eye chart test. Replace old glasses with prescriptions that improve your ability to navigate floors and steps. Watch for warning signs like frequent tripping, feeling unsteady in dark rooms, dizziness when moving your head, or struggling to judge distances. If you feel off balance but your legs feel fine, get your inner ear checked. Vestibular conditions like BPPV or labyrinthitis are common and treatable. Vestibular therapy, which involves guided head and body movements, can retrain your brain to adapt and regain stability. Add small home adjustments like extra lighting, night lights, and contrast tape on stairs to make your environment more visually friendly. Don't forget your ears. Hearing loss often affects balance, and hearing aids may restore more than just sound. They can also enhance stability by improving spatial awareness. Most importantly, don't ignore small symptoms or chalk them up to just getting old. If you notice even subtle changes in your vision or equilibrium, take them seriously. These two systems are your body's GPS. When they're off, your footing becomes unsure even if your legs are strong. By proactively maintaining your vision and inner ear function, you give your brain the clear, reliable signals it needs to keep you steady and safe. Balance isn't just about muscles, it's about communication between your senses and your brain. And like any good conversation, it only works if all parties are clear. Before you go, take a moment to reflect. What's one thing from today's video you'll actually try? Maybe it's waking up your ankles with simple stretches, rethinking the shoes you wear at home, or adding a few balance drills to your routine. Whatever speaks to you, drop it in the comments below. I read every one, and it helps me know what truly connects with you. And if this video brought you any clarity or encouragement, a quick like or share can go a long way. Your support helps us keep creating practical tips that empower older adults to move with strength and confidence. Lastly, consider subscribing and turning on notifications so you don't miss future content. Because every small step you take, literally or metaphorically, builds towards something greater, more stability, more confidence, and more freedom in the years ahead. Thank you for watching. Stay steady, stay strong, and I'll see you again soon.